Hey everyone, Keough here with some deficit deadlifts. I'm pulling off a 4-inch deficit in this video against monster mini bands, which are going to add about 60 pounds at the top. And let me briefly explain what I'm doing here. I'm starting at 82% of my previous 1 rep max using this setup, which is 455, and I'm going to do 6 singles starting at 82% and working up at regular intervals. That right there was 375. This right here is 405. And I'm going to move up from this point on to 20-pound intervals until my last rep, which is going to be a 15-pound jump. This right here is 425. Felt real good. I was cruising along. The speed at the bottom wasn't fantastic, but I was getting it up okay. I'm going to run a cycle like this with my deficit deadlifts, and I do it. I make this deadlift really hard so that I can recover off of the floor. And because I'm not pulling as much off of the floor, and just make the exercise harder. And I like getting a lot of high intensity work this way because using the bands and using the heavy deficit will keep really the total intensity of the lift down. That right there is 465. That's a 10-pound PR using this setup. Felt real good. Got my shit together after a bad 445 pull. Pulled that. I then asked Janice what she thought I could do for a 6th set. And I hadn't planned on doing a 6 single, but she said, you know, you have 10 pounds. I think you have maybe 10 pounds left in your tops. So I put 15 pounds on, which is 480. And, whenever somebody gives me a number, I try to add a little bit more. If somebody says do 1 more rep, I try and do 2. That's just how I like to train. And so I put 15 on, and I pulled 480, which was a 25-pound PR with that setup. Probably around 540 at the top with the 4-inch deficit with that setup. Right here, you're seeing me pull 2 inches below my knees, some heavy rack pulls. I'm using 315 in bar weight for this set right here, and for the next 2 sets, and pulling against some heavy band tensions. I've got some short heavy bands on there, and I think some short average bands. And I don't know what the band tension is on these pulls, but it's a lot. It's pretty heavy, and what I'm trying to do is I'm trying to actually break it slowly off of the pins and really not accelerate through the movement until I have to clear my knees and lock it out. So really working on my lockout here, doing sets of 5. Band tension, if I had to guess, is probably around 200 pounds, maybe a little bit more than that. Those black heavy bands are pretty intense. But I like doing these. I think they helped my lockout last cycle, and I really got away from doing them. So I'm going to get back into doing more of them, trying to do them every week, trying to do a lot of glute work. Did some kneeling squats after this, sets of 30 with 135. Those felt really good, but I was pretty fatigued after. Anyway, bounce back, good deadlift session. Keep checking in, have more videos for you soon.